Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa. Today, we have a very specific place we need to go. Oh, hello there.
Have you reached that certain age?
Obsession. What are you doing?
Living.
I see. Alright, I'm headed back to my room. I'll just be there living totally calm. Well, that certainly was something. If I remember well, it's you.
Hey,
Hey, Makoto.
why?
I'm sure all documents are gone. I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. But
Listen to me.
just hurry up and go, and make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. It's so forceful. I thought I made her mad again. Somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you standing here? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then,
Don't be thorough. I'm counting on you. Well, there are a few little papers. First, I think we have to find a network table. Isn't that it? Oh, apparently not. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it. This is a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect it to Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled off. I pulled out the laptop and connected to it to the Ethernet port, the cable. That should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Leave the rest to me. I swear, I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. But please, just wait a while longer.
I'm gonna do my best.
Just hold tight and pull your fate in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with last thing. No matter what, I'm gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us as friends.
Huh?
Friends. Even me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, not okay, but all the comments were gone, like I told you. My reply was an intentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
Let's see. And there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Bye. If I knew it, Yoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. That much was for sure. Kyoko?
What?
Yes. So are we just gonna...
Why is that?
Of course. I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe... But isn't this a little too direct?
Whew.
Should I hesitate and fumble something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had one more I wanted to talk to you about, like... What are you going to do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done when it's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then, why should have we...
so...
If we can find some new clue that could likely change the situation, that's all we can hope for right now. Is why I want to do that.
Correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. Alright. Our only option. Parted ways and I headed back to my room. Kinda tired. So I laid back in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving alter ego that I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I snoozed off. I completely dozed off. So that. But sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze, pulled me back to the real world.
Makoto.
Makoto, get out here. Yoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
No, just came to see me. It was white as a ghost. Sounds like something happened. What? Already? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. Said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's learn. Makoto! Kyoko! No, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window in the rec room, and I hurried to look inside. God, when I did... Sakura? I think we all know what's going on. Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door opened. I tried nodding, calling her name, but she wouldn't respond.
Huh?
So, what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? If we break in, we'll be violating the skill regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. As I said,
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. But not because the rec room doesn't have a lock. Then why?
It would seem...
Feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Ain't it? Like the chair?
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rules doesn't apply. And there's no problem if we break in.
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break in. And wait right here. Like the wreck room, Sakura still hasn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? She okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Yoko didn't reply. It was only silent. But that silence didn't last long. Here. I found a broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
We can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please hurry. Okay, you do stand back. Oh, one of the broommen swung as hard as I could. I aimed directly at the window and took as one solid hit. The window shattered into pieces, shattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair was pretty heavy. I pushed it I pushed it with all my strength. Finally, Lord turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could. The moment I laid my eyes on her, I laid a hand on her. Sorry. I felt was cold death. There's only one thing that could have happened here. Knowing Sakura being the strongest person here, there's no way someone killed her. There's no other option other than suicide. Well done. I could only feel only the last remaining one, the living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body, and then here it is, the confirmation that Sakura Ogami dead.
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin! Danganronpa.
Huh? Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
Ina. That must be one hell of a hit for her. It was her best friend, pretty much. And now she's dead. I heard Ina talking. My eyes started steadily to forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It happened again. Warned herself, Gyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered if she was confirming that Sakura really was dead, taking her pause for action. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I needed to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there, motionless behind her, while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Ogre!
Yes!
Oh, she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as I arrived, Gyoko began.
Just a second.
Here, the announcement just now arrived. So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered by someone in this very room. Is this what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her was just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
Was one of you, Hiro, Byaka, Toko. One of you killed Sakura.
What?
Accusing us before we've begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hate the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it. I know it. You.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much. Was I getting mad?
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here doing a little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file!
That's right, it's the next Monokuma file.
Yeah.
And I don't get so mad. Don't get so mad, Mr. Hasahino. Or you're gonna get You're gonna ruin the little face of yours.
What? Okay.
Now then, with that
Hold on. There's something I want to ask you. Was you one, wasn't it? You killed
Say
Sakura.
what?
Uh-huh.
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you fought her again
In
instead.
other words,
Did I kill her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. I came to a most regulable end without even getting the chance to finish a thing with me. Which thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with a little fight. Plus, even for someone like me, it could have been though. There'd been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
hey,
I gotta tell ya, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated the rules by attacking me in the first place. But I wasn't able to punish her.
dime.
I don't know who it was, but whatever the blacking is, this time I owe you one.
What is this?
You owed him one?
Oopsie, before you get all busy pooty, but at me, you better figure out who did it first. Cause I mean, your lives on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura who was working for the mastermind. How can you say that for now? Sorry, I don't have the time for this squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry with someone, be angry with whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who stands guard this time. I'll do it. You know, I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then here is guard number one. But we need one more. Yoko, that's you.
what?
Me. You're always a tool in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider death an order. Order?
That's fine.
And I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say. Which is... Yeah, Doko. None of you are allowed to step one foot in the crime scene. What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed
I
Sakura.
won't forgive you.
I won't let someone that comes anywhere or near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting one of who killed Sakura anywhere near her. If it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. It appears that the discussion would be a waste of our time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear
I
now.
won't ask you. Boss in. Just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time turning out when another landing fantasy involving Master anyway. Do you hear? Do you hear? Do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean... Sorry. I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
And it decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, you know. But you should agree to this request. But
Hey,
you have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
Or those still alive to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, wouldn't want to touch a filthy dead body.
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. A1, keep in mind that we can't uncover Sakura's killer.
listen to me.
All of us face execution. We're into finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping what we can do. If we want to survive, we have to do it. That's kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice just to do it. I better check the modern file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room at the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems to at some point the victim suffered from a violent vomiting of blood. Welcome file number 4 has been added to the truth bullet section of your
Hey.
handbook. I think this case, this time, might be a challenge. Why is that?
So,
The only way to the rec room is the door, which just came through. The door was jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. If the door was blocked from the inside, there's no way in or out till we broke the window. There's like you escape, right? In other words, this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might not see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But it could really happen in real life. And right before our very eyes like this.
hey,
I'm very curious to hear more about what the locked murder entails. Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. First type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime and through some special method seals the rec room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches includes using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, we all have to do is check the door to see if it was right.
Correct.
Second type is the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh,
In other words,
basically, they'll use some sort of construction cruel from outside to target the victim inside. With a switch, it fires a handgun, you shoot an arrow to a gap to the door or something like that.
however,
But in this case, it doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school. The door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that as one of the
it's
list.
true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden. When the door opens, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. Pretend they showed up along with everyone else. And that's that. Probably
It's
could
true.
have been possible, maybe. The fourth final point is it wasn't a locked room at all. Not locked.
in other words,
But that means there's actually an alternative escape route somewhere in this room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. And then think cross that off too.
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So then when it comes to locked room mystery, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. And Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seem the most likely in
It's
this
true.
case? That's a good question, I think. That should be our priority. focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. Why the killers set up the locked room until I figured out. The truth. Yeah, Sakura is dead, but will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Alright, well, I as well start. Our shards of glass started all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Glass is all red and there are the top and bottom section of a bottle, right? So this must have been originally a bottle. Oh, there's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. Some other commotion there. The figure on the floor has been added to the bullet section of your hand. Picking up. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelves. And there are 2 missing. Inside each bottle there is some kind of mark on a figure. What I'm wondering is, how did they get those figures inside the bottle?
So...
It's no different from the standard in a bottle. You know, there's a bottle opening smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh, yeah, maybe
in
I
other
have.
words,
Oh, this is a Makuma version of a Makuma bottle, if you will. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. Makuma bit sitting on the shelf, and Makuma figure found on the ground. A shard of glass which probably started out as a bottle. And me and Sakura has been hit the head by my bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Makuma figure are evidence of that. But I think say that the Makuma bottle was the weapon. Locker is open. And they're on the inside. Handprints?
why?
What's the handprint down there? Looks like someone touched the inside of her locker and it left a handprint. All the dust.
It's true.
It looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding in the locker and left behind a little thing extra. But then maybe particularly hidden there. So the locker room was open, gosh dang. They're gonna confused when they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Fortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh, why not?
Hey,
Think back before we open the door. We look inside the room, right? Yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
There's no way that someone could have hidden there till after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? Questions, questions, questions. A shelf full of magazines. Different kind of magazines here. There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. Which would come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make any sense. Why so far from the where she died? Question, good question. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
That's... Do you recognize it again?
Well...
Oh yeah, I mean I gave it to her. It's my candy wrapper. Sakura got so upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help calm her down a little. We gave that candy to Sakura. I found it in a big box in the warehouse. I really liked them. As soon as we could, the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else would get their hands on them. I really liked them that much, huh?
Cause, I mean,
I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they lost all their flavor. Oh, Sakura drew a last breath, slumping over her forehead in this chair. No obvious evidence the blow that had Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her, but according to the Makumi file, she also vomited blood. Unless you can trace the blood on her lips for sure. But that's what caused her to vomit blood. The Makumi file specifically says she hadn't suffered other injuries. I don't think someone as strong as her would die from a blow to the head. But then again, who knows? Maybe getting hit on the head somehow caused her to suffer like blood. Not a chance. Yakuya.
That's fine.
However, your odds of landing in the most interesting location. Interesting.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason why Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. There's one room in particular that recently opened. And it has poison. So, by that logic, it's probably poison.
what the heck?
You already know who it is.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hugh. It has to be one of them. It couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding more out. Let me have you find out more. Seisa asked me to all three of them to meet with her. You know, where? Right here in the rec room. What? Oh, interesting. After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? But eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Makuma file says she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. This is what happened. I tried to stop her, by force even. This would have happened. Ina. It's impossible not to have regrets now, you know. I somehow doubt that it's any of them, to be honest. Even though I hate Byakuya, like, hate. But I strongly believe that so far, I believe that she poisoned herself in one way or another. I don't think she could have died through a blow to the head. Unless there is more evidence against that, I think that's the one thing I believe the most right now. The fact that she asked those three to meet with her. And she asked them to come to the rec room with me at the same time and place that she ended up dying. Might be good to confirm what I observed with the three of them directly. Some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
So,
looks like a potion drink. It's empty. Look, I must have to drink it. You wouldn't know how much you love the protein. Mentioning more than one, our protein was good for all sort of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. There's a label that says Chem A2. And remind me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem lab have all kind of health stuff. You must have gotten it from the Chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey,
You see that what's shadowed around the can? The shards of light blue glass. They must be part of the window that broken it inside. But they aren't just scattered around the can. They are underneath it. Which means someone placed it afterwards. Because otherwise that would not be possible. Why does that matter?
so
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it might become an important clue later on. Important later, I'm not sure what Ow.
however,
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, I mean, she's not the type who would go without a fight.
it's true.
She certainly didn't. I would say he was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So, was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? How? Anyway, I wonder, did someone get the upper hand on her? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly. They would have needed to do if they expected to get any chance against her. I think we'll continue the rest of the investigation next time. Because to this point, I don't have any other doubts other than the fact that it's probably a suicide, unless there's other things that are brought up that say otherwise. So, until next time, let's hope that we figure out what happened to Sakura. Masky, out.